Hey, what's up, guys? It's C-Rob Surfs WB. I just wanted to give you an update on sort of what I've been up to with the van. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten really as far as I'd like to get, but I've had to travel a little bit for work and whatnot, and obviously responsibilities and other stuff. So not quite getting where I want to go. So let me I'll splice this together with a walkthrough of what I've been up to. Thanks. Hey, what's up, guys? I just want to do a quick walkthrough of what I've been up to. Mostly it's been insulation stuff. I use the 3M Thinsulate. As you can see on the walls, I've tried to, stuff in all these little holes and, up here. I went ahead and did the wheel wells. I went scrim side, I guess scrim side out. I guess that's the scrim side. I went scrim side out. And then in these areas here, I actually doubled up. So the first layer is actually facing out with the white side out, and then the second layer here is with the black side facing out. And then I just use Gorilla Tape just around the just around the edges, and then I use the 3M 90 high strength to hold it down. And I did that for all these sections. So I did this section, this section. This here is doubled up as well, just under the window, and then of course I wrapped the window here. This up here, all up in here. I'm gonna try and see where I can, if there's any other places where I can essentially double up and add more. I was a little leery of actually adding another, adding more in here, just because there's all this wiring, and then there's the bulbs for the the outside, and I still want to be able to get to that stuff. So when the bulbs inevitably need to be changed. I haven't taken this panel off. I'm going to take this panel off and see what I can put back there. Again, doubled up, with the Thinsulate here, the 3M Thinsulate. What else? This panel, I need to do the use the 3M sticky stuff behind here. So I haven't done that yet. And then both the doors have been done, but I'm gonna see if I can maybe double up on those too. I mean, I still have quite a bit left. I can't even remember how much I got. I have to go back and look at the order form just to be able to tell you guys. These I haven't stuck yet. No. Yeah, these I haven't stuck yet, and the reason why is because I'm gonna be putting a ladder probably on this door. I'm going to do the Vantech ladder in black, and I didn't want to stick anything yet, because then I'd end up having to tear it out anyways when I put the ladder up. But I'm going to do the ladder, and then I'll do the Vantech roof rack in black, on the top. That's a goalzero 250 lantern, I think. Oh yeah, I've done the ceiling. Yes, I just did the ceiling, just single layer. The next thing for me to start doing is Reflectix. So I'm gonna take the Reflectix and actually put it, on each of these panels, and essentially cover these up. And I'll just use the Reflectix tape on top of that, and hoping that kind of acts as both a vapor layer, and also for your, like when you breathe on the inside. I mean, normally when whenever we're gonna sleep in here, we're gonna crack a window, or at least crack a vent on the top. Maybe probably have a fan going, depending on how warm it is. Of course, this is I live in North Carolina, down on the coast, and it does get quite muggy. So we'll pretty much always have a fan going, unless it's just cold out. And even then, even if it's cold, which is somewhat rare, we'll at least have a vent crack, just for oxygen depletion in such a small space. I know it's probably not a huge deal, but something always kind of think about. So it'll, yeah, so vapor layer, and then also as a you know, to keep, you know, both heat in during the winter and, you know, keep heat out as well, you know, during the summer. So it kind of works both ways. So I'll use the Reflectix tape and then the Reflectix itself, you know, that'll actually cover each of the panels. And then the next thing is you know, I'll start going ahead, and I need to go ahead and do the electrical parts. So what I'll be doing for that is, obviously I have these two max air fans. You know, they came with essentially, you know, it's 12 volt positive and negative. Looks like these are 12 gauge, like 16. I can't read that. You can probably read it better through the thing, yeah, 16 to 14, I think, gauge wires. So I have to, you know, I need to go ahead and get that spliced in. I got a Blue Sea panel, fuse panel that I'm planning on using to kind of have everything run into it. I think it has, crud, maybe 10. I think it was like 10 or 12 essentially positive and negative pairs. So, you know, really all I really plan on having is I want to do a light here and a light here, obviously LED 12 volt lights, and then I want to do a light here, as you can see with a drawing on the Sharpie. All that of course will get covered up. And then of course the fans themselves. So that's a total, you know, that's a total of 5. So I'll leave myself, you know, quite a few left over to do some other cool stuff. I'll, you know, maybe some, excuse me, maybe some USB ports or something like that. I was actually thinking about, normally I mean my plan is to actually have the, you know, sleep with my head, you know, on this side. So I was actually thinking about maybe doing some reading lights, some little, you know, LED reading lights that kind of adjust. So I thought that might be kind of cool. And then you can just, you know, the bed will run to, you know, about right here, height wise. So you could just kind of reach up, turn it on. So maybe one here, and then, you know, one here, something like that, just for, I think that'd be pretty neat. And then just to be able to reach up. And I think if I do that, if I do the 2 reading lights, then I might just do one light up here. So sorry about my garage. It's pretty disastrous because I'm working on this. Okay, so the other thing that I'm kind of debating on is doing a goalzero Yeti 1250. I know I might get some negative feedback on that, just because, you know, I'm sure guys are like, oh, I can do better myself. I can build this, you know, for, you know, $300 or $400 cheaper. And don't say that you can't build it for, you know, $400 or $500, because you can't. I've to get an MPPT solar charge controller and a pure sine, not modifying sine. It has a 1500 watt inverter on it, and you know, I was looking at the Xantrex, and you know, those things are pretty darn expensive. And if you get a decent, you know, AGM 100 amp hour battery, I mean, you're looking at, you know, $300, you know, around $300 for that. You start adding all that stuff together, I mean, I was coming up over $1,000 and then you're talking cables and, you know, and all the little things that you'll need for that. I think convenience wise, it's really kind of, you know, it kind of makes some sense and makes some, you know, kind of takes some of the pain, at least for me. I'm no electrician. I do computer stuff, write software and whatnot, but you know, that kind of gets old. And you know, if I do decide to do that, I may take this Yeti 400, and I don't know, you know, maybe something that I mean, I've got it already. It's a bit more mobile. The 1250 is, you know, quite heavy and would really, you know, would pretty much be stationary in the van. And this 400, you know, I can kind of take, you know, you can put it outside, you know, move it around quite easily. One thing I wanted to show, and I don't know if I did this on the other when I did my initial video, but let me just show you guys. See if I can do this with one hand. Alright, so this goes down, locks in place, and then so that, you know, goes up just like that. So I think that's pretty cool. And you know, folds up out of the way. I kind of reclaim, you know, quite a bit of space. I did put this gym floor mat in here. I don't know if this will stay, but I do kind of like it when just throwing my surfboards in here, paddle boards, stuff like that. It's really kind of makes things kind of nice, you know, as far as not really being, you know, hard floor all the time. So all right, well, I'm about at the 10-minute mark, so I don't want to bore you guys completely. This is what I got going on. This is what I've been up to, like, kind of the last couple of weeks. Had to do, like I said, had to do a little bit of traveling and whatnot. So I'm gonna try and double up some other places with the Thinsulate, wherever else I can. But I think I'm pretty much done. I'm gonna start the Reflectix, you know, this week, or at least during the weekend. So hopefully I'll be able to start. You know, I need to start wiring some stuff up, you know, so I can get my walls up. And then I'll be doing my cabinet, you know, my cabinets that I'd like to be able to, you know, remove and whatnot. So, all right. Thanks a lot, guys.